At this point in the process, we've downloaded our eClaim form and completed it, and we've submitted it along with all of the required receipts and invoices to Passport One. Now, the next thing you can do on the eClaim system is check the status of your claim, and that'll happen here under Status. So you'll see Submission History, and there's one of four statuses that each claim or line item will show. So let's start with the first one here under Review. So we'll see the claim ID, the date and time we've submitted it, so the one we just did a couple of minutes ago. It'll show as under Review, the client name, the client code, the submitted amount, and the approved amount. Anything that has the submission status of under review has been successfully submitted to Passport One and is currently being reviewed by a Passport One team member. If we go down, we'll see two other statuses that we'll review. The first being rejected. So anything that shows rejected under submission status means that the claim could not be paid. Potentially there was a duplicate, or it's already been paid, or one of several other reasons may factor into why an invoice is rejected. If you have any questions about the status or why something is rejected versus approved or under review, you can contact your local passport agency for them to give you specific direction and an idea as to why something is rejected. The third status that we'll go over is approved, and we'll see here that, again, it's a claim ID, the date and time that we've submitted it, it'll say approved, the client's name, the client code, the submitted amount, and the approved amount. So it'll show you here what you'll be reimbursed by Passport One. The last status that I want to go over is action required, and there's only one reason why you'll see action required here. If it says action required, it was not successfully submitted to Passport One because you didn't attach any receipts or invoices to the claim. And we can work on that. I do want to show you back here under the Submit section. So you'll see here this invoice has action required. And I'll show you how something ends up here. So let's upload another eClaim form. Again, we'll give it 5 or 10 seconds. It should say successfully submitted or successfully uploaded. So here we say, it says the eClaim PDF file is uploaded successfully. But let's say when we're moving to upload receipt and invoice, let's say we misplaced it, or we need to go find it, or even email the program or contact the program for a receipt or invoice, and we don't want to lose all of our work. So once this eClaim is successfully uploaded, we can click Exit, and we'll notice that now it's under action required. And when the time comes that you receive or find the invoice or receipt, we can click this green button here, and it'll bring us right to the upload receipt or invoice section. And then again, once we have it saved, we can upload our, let's say, museum receipt again, and go through the process of clicking Next, and then submitting the file to Passport One. So let's give it 5 or 10 seconds here. And I do want to go back and show you that it's been removed from the action item queue. So there we have it. It's been removed. At the same time, I put this one in here to show you that if you accidentally upload an eClaim form and then want to make a bunch of changes to it and don't want to submit this anymore, you can delete it. So at this point, anything with action required has not been submitted to Passport One yet. So you can still delete it and start again if you'd like by clicking this red button here. And this is the delete button. So let's delete the claim here. And there we go. So we don't have any action required. So when we go back to status, all of the action required ones have been either submitted successfully to Passport One or have been deleted by me. So that's the end of the status piece here. I do want to share before we wrap up that when we're submitting invoices, right now, again, with the temporary expansion to the guidelines due to COVID, support worker signatures, again, aren't required. So at step 2 of the process, if you upload now a blank or page 2 of the purchase of service invoice form without a signature, it'll still be processed. However, at some point when the guidelines are or the temporary guidelines are removed, signatures will be required, and at the attach invoice or receipt section, you can just attach page 2 of the POS invoice form with your support worker's signature on it. Thanks so much for joining me today. Again, if you're watching this live, we will move into a question and answer period. So feel free again to write your questions in the chat, or you'll get a chance in just a minute to unmute your mic and ask a question or share a comment. Thanks again.